Good day, my name is Hannah Latasus, a third-year civil engineering student from Ramon Magsaysay Memorial College West. And today we're going to discuss the utilization equipment and devices, which is under Chapter 18, the Building Electrical Materials and Equipment. So, we will be talking about the materials here and even facilities to produce and generate power, and also the devices that will transmit for the utilization of the electrical system. So we will also be talking about the utilization equipment, the outlets, receptacles and plugs, the switches, and the switching configurations. So first, we have the utilization equipment. Utilization equipment is a broad category of electrical or electronic machine or instrument designed to perform a specific mechanical, chemical, heating, or lighting function through the use of electrical energy. So these are the other categories of the loads that we have in our electrical system. We have the mechanical, which is yung mga electric fans or mga rotating machines. And then we have the chemical, yung chemical conversion. And then the heating, yung mga rice cooker, mga heater, and even flat iron or mga appliances that we can see in our household. And the lighting function. So, electric motors, air conditioning, refrigeration, and heating units, signs, industrial machinery, cranes, hoists, elevators, and escalators fit in the category of utilization equipment. So these are some of the examples of the utilization equipment. So talking about appliances, an appliance is an end-use piece of utilization equipment designed to perform a specific function such as cooking, cleaning, cooling, or heating. So examples are the electric rangers, refrigerators, clothes washers and dryers, freezers, blenders, toasters, and hair dryers. So these are the appliances that we can see in our household. So we have different types of appliances. We have fixed, stationary, and portable appliances. So first is the fixed appliances. They are permanently attached installations such as built-in electrical cooktop or oven. So these are the appliances na built-in na siya and then nakasaksak siya sa isang outlet. And then we have the stationary appliances are situated and used at a specific location but can be moved to another outlet such as refrigerator, clothes washer, or clothes dryer. So these are the appliances that you can transfer from this outlet to another outlet, but usually makikita mo siya sa isang location ng house. For example, the refrigerator, makikita mo siya usually sa kitchen area. So ito yung mga appliances na per station. And then we have the portable appliances, are appliances that can be carried or moved, such as a hair dryer or toaster. Ito naman yung mga appliances that you can easily carry or pwede mong dalhin kahit saan because it is maliliit lang and portable. Electrical devices. An electrical device is a component in an electrical system that is designed to carry but not use electricity. This includes components such as switches, receptacles, and relays. So, ito po yung mga electrical device natin, an outlet. An outlet is the location in a branch circuit where electricity is used. For example, a lighting outlet is the location in a branch circuit where conductors provide power to a light fixture. So, ito po yung example natin ng outlet, convenience outlet, where kung saan sinasaksak yung plug to produce power. And then we have the receptacle, a female connecting device with slotted contacts. It is installed at an outlet or an equipment where it is intended to easily establish an electrical connection with an inserted plug. And then we have the plug, a male connecting device that has two or more prongs that are inserted into a receptacle to connect to an electrical circuit. So ito po yung example natin ng plugs. It is called the special plug kung saan may tatlong prongs. But usually tinatanggal natin yung nasa middle because we don't usually have the grounding system. Pero sa ibang appliances, need natin ng grounding system to protect us from the danger of the high voltage. So receptacles and plug, parang they offer a simple way to attach and detach an electrical device to an electrical outlet. Next is the table, the configuration for non-locking receptacles and plugs. So we have the system, the voltage rating, the number or types of conducting poles, and the receptacle and plug ratings, and NEMA or National Electrical Manufacturing Association designation. So dito po tayo magbe-base ng ating system. And then the rating, application, and configurations for common types of receptacles and plugs, usually used principally in residential and light commercial application. So we have the NEMA designation, the rating, the application, and the configuration. So dito po tayo magbe-base ng application ng mga plugs and receptacles. So according to National Electrical Manufacturing Association or NEMA standards, the different type of receptacles and plugs are identified by a specific designation. A standard wall-mounted 125 voltage per 15 amperage convenience receptacle outlet is shown in photo 18.10. The NEMA designation ties the numbers and configuration of the slot in the receptacles and the matching slot in a plug to the voltage and amperage permitted. So, if dito po tayo mag-base sa table kanina, and if we're going to buy our receptacles and plugs, siguraduhin po natin na NEMA compliant siya. Ito, ginagamit din po ito sa Philippines, yung NEMA compliant plugs and receptacles. And then we have, so the screw terminals on receptors are color coded. So we have the brass, silver, and green colored screws. So for brass colored screw, it is used for the connection to the ungrounded conductor, and the silver colored screw is for the grounded or neutral conductor, and the green colored screw is for the equipment grounding conductor. So if may makita kayong mga color green sa mga wiring, may meaning po yan, and bawat po natin yan putulin because it is grounded. So ito po yung base ng color. So switches, we have simple switch. A simple switch is a device placed between two or more electrical conductors in a circuit to safely and intentionally open or close the circuit, or to redirect the path of current in a circuit. And contacts in a switch open a circuit, close a circuit, or divert current from one conductor path to another. Switches are rated by purpose, voltage, and amperage, and are classified for alternating current or direct current. So ibig sabihin po niyan, ang switches po is may contacts, which is used to open or close a branch circuit which is supplied by electrical power. So kadalasan po natin makikita ang simple switch sa bahay natin, ginagamit natin yan sa bahay. And then we have the safety switches, are used in building electrical systems. They are designed to reduce the possibility of contact with bare electrical conductors and have current interrupting capability. So ito naman yung switches na nagdi-disconnect siya for service entrance and fault protection for heavy machinery. So nag-work ang safety switches by monitoring the current in a circuit And if may ma-detect siya na fault sa circuit, kay mag-shutdown niya ang power automatically for the safety of everyone. Kaya siya tinawag na safety switches. So we have here the kind of switches. We have the general duty wall-mounted switch. Ito po yung kadalasan nating nakikita. We have the heavy duty switch, the weatherproof switch, which is kaya niyang i-withstand yung exposure sa weather. And then we have the lock lighting switch panel para hindi siya madaling buksan. And then we have the keyed switch, which is ginagamitan ng key. And the emergency safety cut-off switch used to shut down equipment in an emergency. So we have here the safety switches category. We have the heavy-duty safety switches are designed for heavy industry, commercial, and institutional applications where safety, performance, and continuity of service are required. These are enclosed and may be fused or unfused. So ito naman yung switches na need natin sa malakihan na siyang application. They are used extensively as motor circuit switches, service entrance switches, and feeder disconnects, as well as for industrial furnaces, capacitors, transformers, and folders. Ratings up to 1,200 amperage, 600 voltage are available. And the general duty safety switches are intended for industrial, general, commercial, and residential loads where economy is important and requirements are less stringent, so hindi masyadong precise yung requirements na need dito. And they are used in lighting, heating, appliance, and intermittent motor loads. Ratings up to 600 voltage are available. So next is the switching terminologies. We have the pole, refers to the number of conductors the switch is opening and closing, for example, yung light. And then the throw, refers to the number of operations a switch can perform. So we have like single throw, double throw. Ito yung example. So we have here the single pole, single throw, SPST switch. So a simple on or off switch. It opens or closes a single ungrounded conductor in a circuit. It is the most commonly used switch found in buildings where it is typically used to control a lighting installation from a single location. So ito po yung kadalasan natin nakikita, a single pole, single throw switch. Kung saan, for example, we have one light, a pole, and then a switch. So, single pole, single throw. If i-open mo yung switch, may function na isang pole. And then we have the single pole, double throw, or SPDT switch. Diverts current from one conductor path to another. A special type of SPDT or single pole double throw switch is known as a three-way switch, which allows the control of an installation from two locations. For example, may isa tayong lights and then you can open the light from different locations. So, for instance, turning a light on or off from either end of a flight of stairs. So, single pole double throw. And then we have the double pole single throw switch or DPST switch. So, opens or closes two conductors in a circuit. It is equivalent to two single pole single throw switches controlled by a single mechanism. So, it can be used to switch off the ungrounded and grounded conductors in a single lighting circuit that is serving a paint spray booth containing explosive vapors. So, yung double pole, for example, may two lights tayo which is connected sa isang switch lang. And then, double pole, double throw or DT and three pole single throw switches are also available. So the switching configurations, switches provide control from one or more points in a circuit. So the single pole, the single throw switch, it is used to provide control from one point by opening or closing the ungrounded conductor in a circuit. So the three-way or the single pole double throw switch and the four-way switches used when multiple control points are needed. So ito po yung need natin if marami na tayong poles na need a light. So the common switching configurations are described in the following. So control from one point, yung one single pole, single throw switch is required kasi isang point lang man. And then we have control from 2 points, 2 three-way switches or single pole double throw are required. And then we have the control from 3 points, 2 three-way switches and a 4-way switch are required. The 4-way switch must be wired between the 3-way switches. And the control from 4 points, 4 or more points, 2 three-way switches and 2 or more 4-way switches are required. The 4-way switches must be wired between the 3-way switches. So you can see here in the figure 18.8, a single pole, a single throw switch is used to provide control from one point by opening or closing the ungrounded conductor in a circuit. In the first figure, the switch is open and the lights and the circuits are off. While in the second figure, the switch is closed and the circuit is complete and the lights in the circuit are on. And then the next is the several single pole, single throw switches can be used to control individual lights in a circuit. So ito naman is the single pole, single throw switches can be used to control a bank or a group of lights in a circuit. And then the figure 18.11 shown are a one-line schematic drawing electrical symbols and the related switching configuration for switching two locations. The dashed line at each switch shows the new configuration of the circuit when the light is flipped. 2 three-way or S3 switches are used to control from 2 points. And then we have here the current flowing through the circuit with 2 three-way switches can be interrupted by flipping a single switch. In the top figure, the current flows through both switches, the circuit is complete and the lights are on. In the bottom figure, current flows through this first switch but is interrupted at the second right switch. That is, the circuit is open and the lights are switched off. Then we have here a schematic drawing of electrical symbol. Ito po yung kanina, yung need natin ng 3-way switches and the 4-way switch must be placed between them. So shown is a one-line schematic drawing of electrical symbol and related switching configuration for switching at 3 locations. The dashed line at each switch shows the new configuration of the circuit when the switch is flipped. 2 three-way switch and a 4-way switch are used to control from 3 points. Note that 2 ungrounded conductors called travelers are used between the switches. In the switching configuration, current flows through the switches, the circuit is complete, and the lights are on. When any switch is flipped, current flow is interrupted and the lights go off. And then we have the single pole, single throw, 3-way and 4-way switches generally control operation of lighting installation. And then the dimmer switches, sometimes identified as SD, can use to adjust brightness of a lighting installation by adjusting the current flowing through the circuit. So next is the key operated switches, SK. Required a key to operate the switch. These are used where the operation of a lighting installation or other piece of equipment must be further controlled by limiting operation to personnel holding a key, such as in lighting a high school, gymnasium or large meeting room and equipment in a manufacturing plant. So, need po natin ng key para ma-operate yung switch na to. Para hindi siya madaling buksan ng kahit sino lang. And then we have the specialty switches. We have here an automatic switches. They activate a circuit after a present time period has lapsed. So, they are available at a twist-turn device where the operator determines the operating time interval by how far the switch is twisted, or as an electronic device that looks like a normal on or off switch but is designed to automatically switch off after a present time. So, may time limit po yung automatic switch kung saan if malapas na siya sa time na given sa iyaha, kay mag-automatically siya off, and then after that mag-on po siya iyaha after tong limit na mag-off siya, period na mag-off siya. And then we have the dimmer switch. Is a device in an electrical circuit for varying power to a circuit. So dimmers are usually included in a lighting installation to vary the intensity of light emitted by the light. So kinokontrol niya yung flowing. Ang tawag doon ay rheostat, if kinokontrol niya yung flowing ng lights. And then the time clocks can be used to control the time period that a piece of equipment or a lighting installation operates. So ito naman is my time setting, and alam niya when to off or when to on. And then we have the electronic timer. Allow greater flexibility as they can easily be set for 7-day cycles. They do require relay switching on the large loads. We also have the photocell controls. Sense light and open or close a circuit with the presence of light. So they can be used to control night lighting in lieu of a time clocks. So ito naman yung switch na nag-turn on and off sa lights. For example, if malakas yung intensity ng araw, it will automatically disconnect the source of power or the energy of a lamp. So usually natin itong nakikita sa mga street lamps, kung saan if may araw na nag-turn off siya, and if nasa-sense niya na gumagabi na, is doon na siya nag-turn on. And then we have the occupancy sensor. Control a lighting or equipment installation by sensing occupants in space. So if may masense siya na tao or human, kay magalight lang siya iyaha. We have here the infrared sensor. Respond to the motion of an infrared heat source such as person or animals. And then we have the ultrasonic sensor. Emit a high frequency sound that is in a range of 25 to 40 kilohertz and well above the capacity of normal human hearing. Do not require the direct line of sight to the occupant. So if may masense siya na sound, kay it will automatically turn on the lights and magsiga siya. So usually ginagamit yung infrared sensors and the ultrasonic sensors sa mga offices and mga buildings para malaman nila if may intruder ba or mga burglar sa building. And then that's all. Thank you for listening.